Talk 365 Small Talk is brought to you by University Credit Union.
Hello and welcome back to the show. In this segment, we're going to chat about Penny Annie Cafe, a really cute breakfast place that you got to check out, and I didn't because I was probably like sodding or something.
Probably doing something like that. Okay, so Penny Anne's Cafe is like one of my favorite joints. It has only been open since 2011.
I've never been there.
How?
If you hadn't noticed, I'm busy renting equipment from Home Depot.
Blah, blah. We have to go there. It's so good.
Awesome.
It's been a best in state in 3 years.
Oh.
They're amazing. Check it out. Hey everybody, welcome to Small Talk. I'm Holly Love, and today we are at Penny Anne's Cafe, one of my favorite local restaurants, with co-owner Paul Willey. Paul, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us. I'm super excited for waffles later, but we have a story to tell because this is more than just a local business. You guys have been open since 2011, but you're not new to the restaurant business because you started out in upstate New York. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, so my family had an Italian restaurant in upstate New York for 3.5 years,
Okay.
and we ended up closing that in 2001, and started migrating out to Utah. I had two sisters that had already moved out to Utah. Then they had grandkids, so my parents wanted to come out.
They suck
of course.
the grandma and grandpa in, don't they?
That was it.
They're
Once they moved, my brother moved. Then I said, all right, I have to come out. And then the last one to migrate was Penny Anne herself.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
The one with the name. So now you have two twin sisters and you have Penny Anne. How did she score the title?
Well,
Is that a family problem?
No.
Am I making you sweat a little, Paul? It's okay.
No, so my brother Warren is the chef, and every restaurant he's worked at, Penny Anne has always been with him. And so when we decided to open up a breakfast joint, the PAC kind of just fit, and then after we opened, it just kind of,
And the twins are okay with it?
Yes,
They have their
they're definitely-
restaurants coming, right? What's their favorite food? What do we have to look forward to, Paul?
Right. Well, yeah, I don't know. Like right now, I think we're going to stick with the
Paul's
PAC.
Place, Warren's
No.
Waffles. That's not going to happen. Okay, so back to you guys. You migrated out here, and then
Right.
tell me how you went from Italian to breakfast.
So it was basically we're the home of the Heavenly Hotcakes, and
Yes,
so
you are.
Warren had developed the recipe, and we found the little hole in the wall on 1810 South Main. It's in the bottom of an apartment complex, and so we just kind of fit as the East Coast diner. That
The joint to go.
just open 7 to 2:30. It's nice. It's easy. We have time to go home and to the family. So, yeah.
And you say that loosely, though, because owning your own business is not a very easy thing, and I know you've probably learned some lessons along the way or have a little bit of advice to tell people who perhaps are interested in journeying out and starting their own thing.
Right. Well, when we first opened, we were open breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
And so for the first year and a half, we had 16-hour days. We were open 6 days a week then, so we were taking Sundays off. And now since we're only doing breakfast and lunch, we're open 7 days a week. Sunday brunch is a huge draw. Yeah, I mean, in terms of advice, I mean, it's working, those long hours, especially in the beginning. When we first started out, it was my brother Warren and I in the kitchen. We had a part-time dishwasher. Cindy and Penny were out front serving. Mom and Dad were there too. I mean, we've come a long way since the beginning days. But that's a huge part, is not being an absentee owner.
And finding someone who believes in you and helping out with the financial end of things is always very helpful.
Yes, yeah.
Tell me about that process.
So we started our Main Street location kind of on a shoestring budget, which I don't recommend. It's
painful.
It's painful.
Yeah.
You hurt your credit. But when things started going well, we wanted to expand. We found a great draper spot, which location is another huge piece of the puzzle. And we went to a couple different banks and got declined. And so we got in contact with Steve Matthews at University Credit Union, or Federal Credit Union. And the thing about the university is they looked past, they just didn't look at the financials. They looked at the business. They looked at your vision on what you had. And I remember Steve would bring in his boss and his boss's boss just to kind of see at lunchtime how busy we were. I know his boss loves our Reuben, so it's a great sandwich. but just kind of getting a feel as to, putting a face to, rather than just looking at the numbers.
Just calling it by
seeing
numbers,
seeing the
actually
family
seeing
and
the person
yeah,
and your potential and where you wanted to go.
exactly.
So,
yeah.
I mean, basically, you had a dream of what you wanted this restaurant to become, and
Right.
pretty much they helped you make it happen, which
You did,
is
yeah, and
sort
especially
of the dream.
and now we've expanded again to Taylorsville, and it's it hasn't been it's been a very short time, and so
You've
yeah,
had a
it's been-
makeover with your logo. You have really cool stuff you can buy. I love your mugs.
Yes, yeah, yeah. It's been an amazing journey. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, coming forward, what do you see for Penny Ann Cafe?
So we do have we do definitely want to expand in the
The
future.
big dream, take
I
over the
think
world.
we just opened Taylorsville in May, so I think we just need a little bit of a breather to make sure things are running properly.
Okay.
The first few weeks with our new store, completely new staff, was a little crazy. We've worked out a lot of the bugs and but yeah, we're looking at Bountiful and Orem as potential next stops for future expansion.
So if you live in Bountiful or Orem, let's start a petition and let's make this happen. Paul, you guys are fantastic. I love all your food here. It's amazing.
Thank you.
I hope you get the dream of opening the Italian restaurant because I need some gnocchi. I need some
Yes.
authentic,
yeah,
New York.
Yeah, yeah, I
so
know.
good.
When Warren, he does breakfast well. He does Italian better. It's
Really?
yeah,
And
and
Warren-
pizza.
Warren promised to teach me how to cook because he's kind of famous for doing the whole
Yeah, oh,
going
definitely.
on talk shows and helping.
Yeah.
with
Oh
the
yeah.
food.
He does the cooking segments, makes the rounds.
So I'm gonna be back.
Yeah, we'll have to have you come in and.
This is a little bit to be continued, but
Yeah.
for today, thank you so much for sharing your story and your family's story. And I would say get into any one of their locations, say hi to Mom and Dad, say hi to Penny Ann, Warren or Paul. Recommend the waffles, ooh, the French toast, the pancakes.
Heavenly
Why are
hotcakes.
we standing here, Paul? Let's go eat. I'm out of here. We'll be right back right after this. Rich and I, actually we won't be, we're gonna go eat breakfast. Rich and I will be right back right after this on Talk 365. Thanks for talking to me, Paul.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Allie.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Talk 365 Small Talk is brought to you by University Credit Union.